The refugee camps on the Turkey-Syria border couldn't be further from the diplomatic wranglings. Families left without even the basics, relying on charities for shelter, food and hope. The numbers of refugees are overwhelming. The donations are simply not enough.
We've
got 400 refugees here. There's more and more coming as the shelling and killing continues. We've only got help from Turkish charities, not the UN or other Arabic nations. We're in a tough situation.
So far, £19 million has been raised for the Syria crisis appeal. That's more than the Disasters Emergency Committee raised for their last conflict appeal, £8.3 million for Gaza in 2009. But these donations are dwarfed by those for natural disasters. £392 million was donated after the tsunami in 2004. And fundraising for victims of genocide also tends to be higher. £53 million was raised for the people of Kosovo.
There's a sense in which somehow conflict victims are not perceived as deserving victims. Somehow it's self-inflicted, it's political, it's military, it's not worthy of our support. And that, of course, is not the reality on the ground, where people are suffering terribly.
Leftover water from boiled rice to feed their babies. And, they don't get stuff like this.
Yeah. Mohammed Ali is one of those who was moved to do something, however small. This warehouse in East London, he's already sent 30 tonnes of supplies to Jordan. This next shipment will be on its way later this week.
I said to myself, I'm going to do something about it. We hear news, we see news of disaster and etc. But how many of us actually practically do something about it? And I said, do you know what? I'm not going to come to the mosque in the evenings during the rest of Ramadan. I'm going to go out there collecting food donations.
While the charities say it's not up to them to tell us how to donate our money, they are keen to stress that victims, whether they're caught up in a conflict or a natural disaster, will ultimately need the same things: food, shelter, water, medicines, in order to rebuild their lives. For the millions of Syrians left homeless, this has been a long, exhausting crisis. The focus may have shifted to the political and military fallout, but aid agencies insist it's on the humanitarian front that attention is still desperately needed. Rhiannon Mills, Sky News.